Who will take this game? Will Aura Fire get match point, or will Bigatron Alpha equalize with a draft that right now I feel is a bit weaker than Aura Fire?
You're right. We're going to see what happens here. Will Minotaur as well as the Rafaela combo wombo here finally get a crack in that egg of lose streaks, or will it be a different outcome here? As we're going to see both junglers with very different play styles here, very different focuses, as Max on a different emblem as well, opting for the Mystery Shop, Goni.
All right, Mystery Shop, more damage, but I guess what they're saying is Godiva and Key already bought sides, so they really pressure this gold lane. Again, Godiva without Flicker, that's information for side of Bigatron Alpha, which they can implement to the first neutral objective take in the first 2 minutes.
What Bigatron Alpha can play with is definitely this Melissa, right? That winning lane. Max, though, securing that orange buff. And Moreno doing a really good job right now in the early game. But clearing out those waves. Hai needs to be very careful here. The poke damage from BTR is no joke. You can't play with that. Hai able to dash out, 1 HP, taken down by Cerezo. First blood over to BTR. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series.
A little flip in terms of their stats here, as Bigatron Alpha, the ones leading in terms of those kills. We can see Aura Fire putting some emphasis here in the bottom lane. And when it comes to the Kabuki on the Beatrix, as well as Marky on the Melissa matchup, who actually wins in that?
Should be Melissa up until level 4. Never mind. It's Kabuki. What the heck, huh? What happened? Another solo kill for Kabuki.
The submachine gun, right? The Nibiru hurts a lot. So I guess Marky lost on that. But then again, Inspire will use it as well. So Marky really miscalculated there with his first turtle. I'm guessing Aura Fire has a slight advantage. Let's see.
Again, it comes down to how you use the dolls there, and I guess Kabuki was able to flicker out of that one. Key, though, brought back by the Shadow Stampede. No Max. BTR are contesting, but they're only looking for some damage. First turtle over to Aura Fire. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series 5G. Very small goal lead so far for Aura, but they are leading in terms of that objective.
I really do believe that the composition that Bigatron Alpha brought is actually really strong in that mid lane, right? They're going to be able to clear really fast, especially with Lilia and Matilda, who aren't dependent on that level 4, and they're going to be able to roam around. But so far, I haven't really seen that come to fruition. Sure, they have a pick on the board, but other than that, it doesn't seem like they have the map control that I expected them to have in the early game.
Mainly because Space Tiger and as well as Godiva has also a high mobility hero in that Rafaela and as well as Fermi. So I guess it negates each other out, but take a look at the talents prediction by X. It's 4-2, but now it's for Aura.
Yeah, 4-2 again, you know. Last time this happened, Aura won, so Bigatron Alpha, I guess the caster curse is up for them right now. It's against Aura.
Is it now?
Is it now, though?
Let's see.
This is interesting, though, right? Because Kabuki, with the winning lane, is actually now using that pressure to actually roam mid. And again, they're just trying to funnel gold as much as possible into Kabuki. Bigatron need to try to shut Kabuki down, because if he scales like this, again, it is an absolute disaster for BTR. Ooh. They're doing exactly that. Circling Eagle onto Key, onto Kabuki from Key, as Marky goes over the top side, bottom side. So Rizzo, he's going to be caught up top. Playing the weak side, very aggressive into the second tier 2 turret. So Bigatron Alpha, they pick up a little bit of gold for Melissa, but is it worth?
I mean, Kabuki lost an entire wave. He only was able to get that last creep in, but other than that, it went completely into the turret. So I would say kind of worth it in a sense, as now we have a little bit of time to look into the emblems once again here, Gani,
For the cooldown reduction with 2 talents. So let's see here. He wants to spam that minion for you. Let's see the battle.
Okay, circling Eagle onto Facehugger. Cold Altar placed in as well. Max looking for that turtle, but it's not going to happen. High jumps in. Minion Fury is ready as well. That's going to be the holy healing coming in. Key going to be stopped by the baptism. He's still able to dash out with the guiding window. Bigatron Alpha, good disengage, but Aura Fire with the turtle take once again.
I guess that turtle take were executed perfectly. They managed to grab that turtle.
Yeah. You're right.
And you can grab also.
Sorry, I was like looking at the picture on the screen here, looking at food, and I was
So
like,
appetizing.
I could get a grab as well. 90% discount. Go ahead and check that voucher. But here we go, Key.
He's looking for the grab on towards Kabuki. Will not get it. High now comes in. Minute Fury is ready. Go away placed in. Key taken down. Gunned down by Kabuki. It's a kill over to Aura. BTR traded for a turret up top. And right now, it's still Aura Fire leading in the kill game. They're going to go for that bottom side as well, though. Look at this going. Moreno, the Black Shoes aren't in a position where he can actually get out. High jumps in, looking for that damage. Kabuki gunning him down. Black Shoes popped. BTR able to defend that bottom side, getting out as well. Poking High as well. And the gold lead is gone back to Rizzo. Oh, he's caught. Oh, no, Aura. What a read by them. A massive, massive read. That's going to be Cerezo taken down. Facehugger popping that Cult Altar. Marky dealing the damage, taking the Cult Altar out, but there's no objectives on the board for BTR to take.
All the while, it seems like Max has really just focused on farming. He's actually a level ahead of High at this point, even though High brought the Demon Slayer emblem. So we haven't seen the full force that Max could bring to the table, but when we do, we can expect a lot of damage, seeing as he's already completed that first item.
Min1 Fury popped in. Key taken low. He's going to fall to the hands of High. A killing spree picked up now. 6 seconds for the turtle. High once again. Just trying to zone Moreno from this minion wave, forcing that flicker out. Facehugger goes in for the stampede. Go away placed in. Fluffy with that wild charge, able to stun them up. Aura Fire picks up the turret in the mid lane. Tier 1 coming in. Kabuki flickering forward there. I don't think this is a good move. The action coming in. And Cerezo tries to do the damage onto Kabuki. Finds him with a knockout strike. Marky doing the damage as well onto High, taking him down. It's a shutdown for Cerezo. Facehugger taking low. Double kill for Cerezo. And a kill over to Marky, who's now popping off. Godiva's 1 HP in the back. Fluffy looking for the trade, but will be caught in circling Eagle. And it's BTR who actually find a team fight, a double kill now, as it's a 1,000 goal lead over to the robots.
3 members taken down by Aura Fire just like that, and the momentum instantly shifts to the hands of Bigatron Alpha. They're going to try and convert onto another objective. As you can see, the rotations coming in from Cerezo in that top side, trying to get a turret, and instantly another focus onto the neutral objective in that turtle. We'll see. Can Aura Fire compete against this? Can they steal it away?
Oh no, he can! Max!
He did it!
High stole it from Max!
He stole the turtle!
And Max falls as well! Guiding window, bringing him back. It's gonna be Nibiru's passion, reading it out. Marky gets cancelled as well. Marky on the back, going for that go away, dealing the damage. High looking for the play. Minion's Fury knocking him up, but High will fall to the turret. It's a 1-for-1. Both junglers taken down. Cerezo's looking for the flying stall. BTR with a 2,000 gold lead are looking to sandwich Aura Fire, but it will not happen for them. What a steal by High.
Aura Fire, though, I see a lot of misplays. What I do mean, they overcommit again to things. They got the mid, remember, they overstayed, they forced a fight, and Bigatron managed to find the right counterplay. Now, both of the teams, the mid tier 1 turret has collapsed, and a very, very good turtle take. Again, they overcommit. Sure, they already got Max, and they overstayed as well in the bot side. And that costed High's life. Again, they need to be more disciplined if they really want to control this team fight. Bigatron on the other side, they do not mind. Take a look at the gold lead. It's on their side. Bigatron Alpha with Moreno, with Marky as well, they can play towards the late game. And Aura Fire, they need to realize this and have more composure in the next couple of minutes.
Guys, take a step back and breathe for a minute, because it's only been 8 minutes in the game and so much has already happened. It's insane. They need to be careful here. Kabuki right now is a level ahead of Marky, but Marky got a kill previously because of how aggressive High was playing. If Aura Fire feed Marky to that point where he's able to get those items for that power spike to hit, it might be a little difficult, as Aura Fire, they're kind of lacking in terms of that range other than Kabuki.
Uh-oh, Facehugger as well, though. All right, gets out, but you're right. Right now, Kabuki, he's actually equal with Marky. Finally gets a level lead now, but if this keeps on going again, right, Aura are trying their best to funnel everything into Kabuki, and he's only 1 level ahead of Marky, who now has the DHS. So those are going to be very... Oh my God, Fluffy! My goodness, what? Is able to find a wild charge flicker combo. It's Moreno who gets caught. That's definitely not who BTR want to lose right before the Lord take.
Perfect timing here from Aura Fire. Fluffy always able to get these moments, and this is a really good setup. One member down from Bigatron Alpha, and that being Moreno, as Bigatron Alpha gonna try and look for an engage here.
Cold Altar placed in, so Rizzo trying to buy the time right there, as that's gonna be the Cold Altar. Every single one popped out. Max, very invisible. What? Max goes in! Oh my goodness gracious! Go away, placed in. Marquis dealing damage. Once again, it will be BTR who are able to get out. Max, man, that was such a risky play. Ooh, the snipes onto Marquis will basically force him to recall. BTR lost control of the Lord, so Rizzo needs to be careful here. Holy Baptism baited out. No Cult Altar as well for Facehugger. BTR playing it really well, forcing Aura to back off from the Lord, even though it's a 2v5.
Yeah, they're not going to take it. They're going to move their center focus onto this bottom side, try to push the lanes out as well. As Bigatron Alpha were able to manipulate that mid lane to cause a little bit more pressure for Aura Fire away from the objectives. So now it is back to a reset, 5 versus 5. But the difference is Sorizo has already cleared that top side, so a little advantage here for Bigatron Alpha.
Let's see. With that top side pushed in, BTR looking for the opening right here. Fluffy, High, and Facehugger have a lot to play with right now, but the Retribution will come through for High. Once again, Max going to the back line, so Rizzo with a knockoff strike, able to deal so much damage onto the Cult Altar HP. Max getting out, High dealing the damage. Marquis going in for that damage as well, as he's going to be able to melt High down. That's a kill over to BTR. Lord to Aura Fire. 1-for-1 right now, but BTR do not want to let it be 1-for-1. They want to go for the mid lane turret for the bottom side as well. Tier 2's dropping from Aura Fire as BTR are looking for the clear as well onto the Lord.
Again, they trade High for the Lord. Let's see here. Bigatron, they have a lot of wave clear with Melissa, with as well as Lilia. I'm sure this Lord unenhanced is a no problem here for side of Bigatron Alpha to clear. Aura Fire, they need again to be more secure. Their composition is so sustainable with 2 healers technically, with Minotaur and as well as Rafaela, and they have that Feramis, that Cold Altar can sustain more fights. Take a look at the items here. Again, Cuirass and as well as Radiant Armor has been built. What it does is, of course, it negates the burst power potential from that Paquito, Melissa, and as well as that Lilia. So High is going to be so hard to be taken down. But then again, High, his positioning needs to be careful as well. Taking a look at the Beatrix, Kabuki, also still with the same template hero. But I'm guessing he is moving towards Immortal perhaps next, if not Athena. Let's see.
Aura Fire, with the composition that they have, they need to clump up and they need to look for a fight together, front to back. The thing is, Bigatron Alpha have been able to do such a good job at isolating and forcing these messy team fights to happen, right? They're isolating, forcing Aura Fire to get out, or no, actually, Bigatron Alpha are just hitting them from every single angle. They're not letting Aura Fire do that front to back, and this just creates such a problem for Aura Fire right now. Now you really see the brilliance from Bigatron Alpha's draft, right? We question BTR's draft, even me. But looking at it now, they have so many angles to play around with the Paquito mobility and with the Amon invisibility. Plus, as well, they have a pretty solid backline to play with Matilda helping them out, Moreno and Marquis.
Like, even now, Aura Fire, they can't play split, like you mentioned, and you can see what's happening on screen right now. You can see that the bottom side already very highly pushed because Aura Fire was more focused in that top side, and Bigatron Alpha once again being able to split this up. And if they can force a fight when they manipulate the lanes in this way, it might be beneficial to them, as even though Aura Fire seem to have the lead in a sense, Bigatron Alpha is the ones to actually control the game. 3,000 gold lead, more towers as well. It's really brilliant play from Bigatron Alpha to this point.
And another thing I do want to mention is Sorizo, because he actually brought the sprint, right, in this game. It was a questionable pick of battle spell early on when you just look at it, because that's not the natural spell you go for on the Paquito. But this game so far, that sprint has enabled him to actually look for those flanks so well into this game. And that's the main problem that Aura Fire are now having to deal with. These waves constantly being pushed up, and the mobility that the Paquito has normally, plus the sprint. Look, they're going to go for the split push here as Max just goes and clears out, or no, just resets the Lord. They're playing this macro game so well, and they're baiting Aura Fire to take this fight, as High is going to get chunked very low. Moreno dealing so much. High forced out already, and in that top side, Sorizo is able to actually clear the wave. Aura are forced to back away, and BTR are out macroing Aura.
One thing I gotta say about the composition from side of our fire is no hero can touch Marky. Marky being the Melissa, he's gonna be in the backside. And other than Fluffy, no hero can close the gap on towards that Marky. And that's gonna be the thing for side of Bigatron Alpha. They can exploit that Marky's positioning needs to be on point. And of course, Aura Fire, they need to find a moment, perhaps, when Marky's somehow vulnerable, they need to take that away. Because apart from that wall charge, perhaps, nothing can touch Melissa.
It's going to be so difficult for Aura Fire to look for those moments with the way that Bigatron Alpha have been positioning themselves. And already with the siege here, being able to get that Lord uncontested, they're saying, Aura Fire, you're looking for fights, we're not going to give it to you. And now the siege begins.
Oh, Aura Fire, high goes to Minion Fury, but will be comboed and poked down. Cult Altar placed already, as that's all the Cult Altar HP, gonna disappearing for nothing. Aura Fire aren't able to do anything so far. The barrier does not connect onto anyone. And BTR are again just looking for that siege, slowly but surely down in the bottom side. It's gonna be the turn taken. Fluffy jumps in with the wild charge, able to flicker out. Bandit coming in, bursting them down, but it's gonna be Max who actually finds the kill, and Marky going crazy. Kabuki able to dish the damage back, able to win the nature play stand, will force Kabuki back. So Rizzo micromanaging the mid wave as BTR are going to be looking for that bottom side. Nope, they just back off. They're looking for that mid lane push now that the bottom side minion waves are coming in together with the mid lane. Aura Fire are going to have to micromanage this once again. Kabuki already in the bottom side. BTR looking for the siege. Has some free hits to go for. Marky needs to be careful though. I think they should be happy with just this trade right now. And that's exactly what they do. They back off. They do not want to overcommit.
17 minutes has elapsed, and up until this point, Aura Fire, they're the ones that have to think about this a little bit harder. Bigatron Alpha, 7,000 gold lead, already able to get 2 inhibitor turrets. And Aura Fire, they need to look for a moment, but every time they do, it seems like Bigatron Alpha are just one step ahead in terms of that macro movement. What can Aura Fire, how can they force Bigatron Alpha into a team fight?
I guess what they can do, of course, is baiting. But then again, with Lilia and Melissa in the back, that's going to be a tough time. Remember, Max now securing Winner's Truncheon as well. Extra security as well, so they can't really go all in. But I guess another thing they can do is just turtle in the base for now. 7,000 gold lead is not a good sign for Aura Fire, and Bigatron Alpha seems to have more control. Like I said, Marky, he can't be touched at this point. Of course, his positioning again needs to be on point, but who's gonna touch Melissa?
At this point, right, the only person who could make a play, it's got to be Fluffy, right, with a wild charge. But because he built more damage, do you think that's going to make a difference?
Oh man, yeah, that's definitely gonna make a difference, right? He's not gonna be as tanky as usual, so he can't be that enabler. He's more of that finisher, as High actually popped into Minion's Fury early here. And look at the top side, Keto is coming in. Aura are gonna have to be like micromanaging 2 things. BTR, phenomenal macro plays here. They just take every objective without a fight, and Aura Fire have nothing to go for. This one-dimensional composition that they went for, that team fight, has not happened for them since the early game.
And that's the reason why Bigatron Alpha left the Faramis and the Beatrix open, I guess, this time around. They're able to read it really well, understand the winning conditions of the composition that Aura Fire likes to draft with, and they found a solution. 8,000 gold lead, an enhanced Lord on the way there in the top side. And remember, we're already entering that 19th minute, so each mistake, every single moment, that's going to count because the death timers are going to be huge.
Well, let's see here with this Lord Aura Fire. I guess they don't have enough drive. Oh, never mind.
Fluffy, what a play! And like you mentioned, Eterna, they're back! Evolve Lord doesn't mean anything to Aura Fire. They look for that play, and it was Marky and Moreno, the 2 worst targets for BTR to lose.
How? How do you find a moment like that? 2 members taken down, and it's the gold laner and the mid laner, the ones who deal the most damage. That's insane. Aura Fire, they're going to be able to defend this one, close that gold gap. But unfortunately, because there is still 100 seconds left on the board for the next Lord to spawn, all they can do is try and manipulate the waves the way that Bigatron Alpha has done to them.
Oh man, Aura Fire very scary team because you can never count them out. And right now, this is what Aura Fire does best, punishing the mistakes and just going for that skirmish here and there. That 8,000 gold lead now down only to a 4,000 gold lead. Aura Fire can play it slow at this point, right? So that mid game definitely favored BTR with their gold lead. Now though, as we enter that late stage, all items gonna come back. Everyone's gonna have full, and it's gonna come down to that execution. And here, Gani.
A very good combination here. That wall charge combined with that minion free. Two main damage dealers from side of Bigatron Alpha were deleted. And now it's a reset though, because Aura Fire, even though he got that play, the map control, the tempo control is still towards the Bigatron Alpha. They need to find another play just like that. And the question is now, was that luck or not? Let's see.
Usually it would be luck. You can say it's luck, but the fact that Aura Fire has been doing this throughout the regular season, throughout the last 3 seasons, I don't think you can say it's luck. It's just how they play the game.
So heavily dependent on Fluffy though at this point to look for an initiation. I guess Godiva can with the Holy Baptism, but it isn't as dynamic as if it was Fluffy who looks for an engage. But we're gonna have to see, because you can see that Sorizo is trying to eliminate that possibility from happening. He's already putting so much pressure there in the bottom lane and denying Fluffy from whatever team fight strat that Aura Fire wants to go for. And already Bigatron Alpha on the next Lord.
This is where BTR's composition shines. Once again, that macro game is going to come through. Sorizo is on that bottom side, and BTR cannot overcommit into anything. Key, oh, that's a Shadow Stampede. Key going to be caught once again. He's able to get out, but it's the Minion's Fury coming in. Key still able to survive. That's the damage coming from Marquis, as that's going to be everything popped in. The Cult Altar as well. BTR playing it well so far in the back line as well. It's going to be the flanks coming in from Sorizo. High's going to taken low by Marquis. High still able to dash away. Sorizo coming in, but that's going to be the Winner's Front Chip popped in. Right there as Max tries to do the damage on towards Fluffy. That's going to be the damage coming in from Sorizo towards Facehuggers. Marquis is still in the back lines, dishing out that damage. Dashing in again. Winner nature by Kabuki. Go away, placed in. Marquis still able to survive as Sorizo jumps in. Holy Baptism by Godiva. Helping Sorizo, helping Kabuki to get out. No one was taken down apart from the junglers. It's a 1-for-1. Bigatron Alpha have lost that gold lead again. The 5K down to 3K.
Oh no, but it seems like Bigatron Alpha, because they have more space, because the lanes are pushing, because Sorizo has been just a huge nuisance to Aura Fire. They're going to be the ones to be able to secure this. Will Aura Fire commit to this? It looks like they're on the way here, Mirko.
Oh man, I don't think BTR can commit to this. That's a very fed Grok. Sorizo goes for the knockout strike, unable to connect onto anyone. Godiva once again opening up the map. Good reset by BTR. Aura in that choke point. That's Fluffy again! Fluffy! Every single time he's able to make these plays happen. Aura are back. Marquis is down. Sorizo gets a trade in the mid lane. This is what Bigatron needs to play with at this point. They can't win the fight now that they don't have a marks, but it's again Fluffy! Jeez! Fluffy! An absolute menace to BTR. He's gonna go in, zoning the other members away. Max trying to deal damage onto him, puts in the endless battle. Fluffy flickers out, but loses his immortality. Meanwhile, in the bottom side in the mid lane, Sorizo is doing bits as well for BTR, stopping Aura from the Lord take. 23 minutes in, and we are still going. Sorizo's macro and Fluffy's micro.
Oh my god, things are getting way more heated. This has got to be one of the most closest games in the MPL playoffs. I mean, at this stage, you thought that perhaps because of that pickoff coming in from Fluffy, because of the momentum created by him, Aura Fire, easy to get this Lord. But wait,
they're going for the bottom side. Winner Truncheon popped in by Fluffy. Facehuggers looking for the recall. Not going to be cancelled in. Fluffy going to be taken down.
Oh no!
Facehugger has recall. They're still going to go on to the Lord. BTR looking for this. They're trading the Lord for the base, but Facehugger's here. It doesn't work. It's not going to work for BTR. Godiva's chasing Max down. Sorizo's going to go to the Evolved Lord. That's picked up by High. Key gets out. Kabuki's going to be taken low. No, not low. He's still full HP. There he goes for the snipe. Doesn't connect onto Key. Aura Fire have come back. They took the Lord, and here, even with 3 Miniways pushing in, it's fine. The Evolved Lord can bring them back. BTR now going to be on that defense mode unless they go for a base race.
They're a man ahead here. Fluffy, 30 seconds left for them to spawn. Bigatron Alpha, it seems like they're looking for a moment to capitalize on. The snipes from Kabuki! The damage, it's so evident now.
Oh my god, Connie. That's a lot of damage, man.
30,000 health on this Lord. This is an evolved one here, and Aura, Fire, and Bigatron. 25 minutes in, still going at it. Take a look at this Lord delay here. Fire, Bigatron. Let's see the execution. Can Aura Fire end with this Lord evolve?
Call Alter.
Rizzo on the bottom side.
Look at Moreno. My goodness, Moreno. What a juke there. He's able to actually, you know, stop Aura Fire from going with the Lord. Bottom side pushed in as well. BTR are looking for something now. Aura Fire, yeah, it's not going to be committed onto from both of these teams. They know that they should just play with that Lord coming up soon, especially BTR, because in this late stage, with the 3 base turrets taken down, they have the edge.
They don't. Again, item-wise here, already no shoes for Beatrix and as well as Melissa here. Melissa, perhaps last item will be that Immortal, but wow, Rafaela Godiva opted for that Ice Queen 1,
Wow.
so very, very utility, of course, but I guess last tanky. But on the other side, we can see here Moreno building that NOD as well. So going for that semi-hybrid and as well as utility damage. Let's see here. Aura Fire is starting to expand their space that they have, but then again, their base is very, very exposed. Let's see how Aura Fire handle this.
Look at Chorizo once again, trying to split the map. Always just a constant factor for Aura Fire to think about. And if Aura Fire aren't careful, they might be the ones to get split pushed here. They need to keep their eye on the map. They cannot tunnel vision at this point because Chorizo has just been so annoying. How are they going to do this? How are they going to play this? They need to force Bigatron Alpha into a fight. They need to find a pickoff, but it's going to be so difficult with the way that the waves just keep crashing onto them.
Well, again, Aura Fire, what they can do here is again rely on Fluffy. Meanwhile, Bigatron Alpha, they need to rely on Marquis' damage. He has built all full damage here, apart from that Immortal perhaps, that last item, but let's see. Turtle, the Lord, evolved one as well, has spawned, and they need to manage their way as well. I feel like Chorizo exploits his Keto, mobility, his tool, his kit. He always plays the long lane, and that is what, I guess, creates such a nuisance for side of Aura Fire.
You can see already, right? Bigatron Alpha started that slow push down below. Oh, they split.
No.
Oh my god, Facehugger needs to be careful here. Has that Stampede, gets out. BTR looking for the play. They know that the members are around bottom side, and they also know that Chorizo is pushing up top. Bigatron do not need to look for any of these fights. Aura Fire have built themselves up a 2,000 gold lead, but again, it doesn't really matter here in the 28th minute. This gold lead is gone. None of the teams care about that gold lead anymore. Everyone's at full items. BTR on that Lord, and Chorizo. He needs to be very careful here. He might actually be caught. He gets caught by the wild charge. Chorizo, oh, he's gonna get taken out. Immortality out. Holy Baptism as well. Chorizo down. Lord is the only saving grace for BTR, but they haven't poked it enough. High, taken low. Key looking for that poke once again. Aura are looking to collapse this time around up against BTR. Look at Max, where is he? He's up top, he's looking for the flank. He might actually be looking for the split pushes. Marquis goes over to go away, able to get out.
Oh my god!
The Minion Fury. Marquis dashing out of the barrier. Cold Alter out. Lord back in, resetted. BTR looking for play now. Marquis dealing the damage onto Godiva. Still has the healing right now. That's the Bruce Passion popped in. Marquis still able to sustain. Kabuki with the snipes onto Moreno. Facehugger with the Stampede. Look at the damage. Not enough.
Max is coming.
Yet. Max is coming. Once again, High doesn't have the Minion Fury. They can combo it with the Retribution. Marquis can definitely do that. Max,
Lord.
this is Retribution to save the game right now. High's gonna get taken. Oh, Max is able to steal the Lord. Moreno gets out. Facehugger is still alive. And again, what is this game in 29 minutes? Bigatron Alpha, what an amazing sequence of plays as they're looking for it now.
A huge game for Max here. Being able to get that is actually, this might actually be the end here. Chorizo up in 7 seconds. They're gonna push, but Fluffy, I think he got something here.
Fluffy again, but look at Marquis, he gets out with the go away. Immortality popped in. Marquis has to win nature, pops it in as well. Evolved Lord still in the base. Bigatron Alpha can play with this right now. High, just trying to be that front line for Aura Fire. Facehugger trying to bring Key back. Evolve Lord slowly but surely making his way into the base, but the defense from Aura is magnificent. And it's all on the back of Fluffy's play once again. Godiva though, his immortality's down, so Riza goes for the knockout strike. Unable to do more for now. BTR looking for the close still without the Evolve Lord. So Rizzo trying to buy the time right now. Not enough. They need to be careful. They need to try to bait the abilities in. High with the Fury comes in. Moreno's gonna be stunned up. Moreno's gonna be taken down. Woo! Key backing up. Fluffy gonna be taken down as well. Immortality popped in. High trying to be that front line. Marquee dashing in, but the damage comes through. The go away's not enough to him. He's down. Facehugger looking for the play now. Chasing Max down. Kabuki with a snipe. Onto Max. But the guiding win helps Max get out. A 1 for 2. Aura Fire once again are able to defend.
2-for-1 trade here for Aura Fire, as only Godiva was the one to be taken down. But look at the countdown here. Look at the timers. At this point, 1 minute left for Bigatron Alpha to come back into this game. And it might be just exactly what Aura Fire needs. They have to be careful here. Aura Fire, they are trying to split the map here. They are trying to clear that top side. High is going to be able to do that. But look at these 3 members, Facehugger, Kabuki, Fluffy. They're looking for the moment. They're looking for a proper engage, and they look to get this inhibitor turret.
Oh, they have a good siege here with the Beatrix. 18 seconds on Moreno. BTR are going to have to play this super well. Sorizo already trying to go for that cut in the mid lane, but Aura Fire reads it out perfectly. BTR have no room to play with. They need to be very careful here. No one can get caught. Cold Ultra plays. Sorizo able to buy the time right now. Max trying a minion wave, trying to clear out the minion waves. Will lose that immortality. Sorizo buying the time once again. Winter Trench bought by Max, still able to survive for now. It's going to be Fluffy who flickers forward. Now, Facehugger going to be caught. Sorizo going to be able to pick up that kill. Winter Trench popped in by Fluffy. Marquis back up. Fluffy needs to be careful. High has the minion's fury. BTR looking for the play once again. Aura Fire able to back off. Key jumps in with the guiding win. Fluffy gonna be the target for BTR. Kabuki jumping and Kabuki flickers forward. He's gonna be caught. Kabuki made. He's trying to go for the miracle play. Kabuki still able to survive for now. So Rizzo dashing in and look at Kabuki. He's still alive. My goodness gracious. Kabuki is unstoppable. He goes for the shot. Moreno still able to survive. BTR 2 members down. They need to look for this defense now with Marquis. Aura Fire wants to go for it. They have a mini wave coming in again in that mid lane. They stop. They go for the Lord. No, they're still in that mid-wave. 30 seconds on Max. A 3v4 situation right now as the Cold Ultra will be played. So going to go for the dive right now as Key's trying to bait in the minions. The minion waves is still going to be baited out there. Marquis losing that immortality. Winter Truncheon bought in. The minion waves coming in. But Marquis is going to be able to do the damage, but it's not going to be enough for Aura Fire.
No.
They're still able to survive right now. Oh my goodness, Kabuki stops him. It's a triple kill. 13 seconds for Max. Minion waves coming in the mid lane. Aura Fire, will they be able to do this? They're waiting for the mini waves. Max,
5 seconds.
5 seconds. It's not going to be enough. Kabuki can do this alone. Kabuki ends the game for Aura Fire. Max cannot defend Aura with match point.